Say what you will, but the IRS has done a pretty good job this year of meeting its goal of sending out tax refunds in about 3 weeks after you e-file. But if you've been waiting longer than that for an electronic refund, there could be a number of reasons.
Probably hasn't been processed, whether it was electronic or paper.
Certified public accountant John Whiteman with one simple explanation: your refund is running late. First place to look, right here. Where's my refund? At irs.gov/refunds. But it may not be on the IRS. It's possible your identity has been stolen.
If that happens, what you want to do is you want to request a trace of your refund with the IRS.
But other reasons for a delayed refund might be on the taxpayer. A common mistake, claiming a dependent you weren't entitled to write off.
Couples who are separated and they exchange, dependency deductions from year to year. That's one of the things that's very common and causes tax returns to bounce.
Your name and social security number weren't an exact match. Another possible reason, incorrect information on your return.
Let's just say somebody issued you a form that reported a certain amount of income and your return didn't have that information.
If you wanted a direct deposit refund, you might have some numbers wrong.
The information on the bank account needs to match the information on the tax return. That routing number and bank account number are very important.
Or maybe you already got a refund and you missed it.
Just double check that you didn't have it direct deposited, as some people are waiting for a check in the mail, but it actually already got deposited in their bank.
And if you haven't filed yet, some advice straight from the IRS.
Advice would be file electronically, do an accurate return the first time, take your time, run the numbers, be sure everything matches up.
And one more possible problem that impacts a lot of taxpayers around the valley. Many people use the $10,000 exclusion for unemployment compensation in 2020. Well, that exclusion is no longer in effect. So be sure to report all of your unemployment compensation on your 2021 return.
Baby formula shortage now impacting thousands of families right here in Clark County. They're struggling to feed their babies. News 3's Lauren Clark joins us live near Rancho. And Lauren, just how many families are we talking about here?
Yeah, Latoya, quite a bit. In fact, the CDC says in 2020, only about 27% of Nevada babies were exclusively breastfed by the time that they were 1. So we're talking about thousands of Nevada families who depend on formula to help feed their babies. So I talked to a pediatrician today about what these families need to know in the weeks ahead.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Brittany is a mom of a 6-month-old who's partially fed on formula, but trying to find some.
It's stressful. It's stressful, to be honest.
With drug and grocery stores around town, struggling to stay fully stocked.
You go into the stores and there's nothing on the shelves. Nothing.
At Walmart, a notice that customers are limited to 5 units each. And at Target, a letter alerting shoppers inventory may be sporadic. Brittany says she finally got her hands on what her son needs, but it took a lot of effort.
It took me 3 days. 3 days of calling and showing up at stores.
It's a problem.
Says pediatrician Dr. Tal Manuskin with Kitty's Pal Pediatrics.
Right after the recall, I heard from a lot of parents that it was significant shortages. The shelves were relatively empty, and it's been continuing.
That recall he's talking about? In February, Abbott recalled certain batches of Similac, Alimentum, and Elicare after reports of bacterial infections in 4 infants who consumed powder formula produced in its Michigan facility. Dr. Manuskin says the shortage was happening even before that, with typical pandemic supply chain issues. But he says that recall exacerbated the problem. So what can parents do in the meantime? Dr. Manuskin suggests checking a local WIC office, hospitals, or smaller stores and drugstores for supplies. As for what not to do,
they should not dilute the formula. If you dilute it, you can alter the chemicals you're putting inside your body.
Yeah, and a few other things for parents to know. Pediatricians say it's okay for the most part for babies to actually switch to another formula as long as they don't need a specialized one. They also say, too, that babies who are 6 months or older can, for just a few days, use toddler formula as well. Of course, it's always important to talk to your pediatrician before making such changes, but we do have more information and resources on our website. That's news3lv.com. Latoya?
Yeah, and Lauren, a lot of people here in our valley have big hearts, and I'm sure they're thinking, what can they do to try to help out some of these struggling families?
Yeah, that's a great question, Latoya, and we actually have a perfect event coming up that you can help out on at the Aviators game next Thursday. They're having a baby drive. You're encouraged to bring baby essentials there: diapers, baby wipes, formula, pacifiers, baby bottles, and sippy cups are all needed. And if you bring an item, you'll be given a certificate to use at the concession stands there. So definitely one way to help out our community.
Yeah, Jim, security positions and housekeeping, that was the focus today as the Cosmopolitan held an on-site job fair. And certainly that resort isn't alone. There seems to be a shortage of workers right now. And in a community that is driven by service, are visitors feeling it? How has the service been on your trip?
The service has been pretty good. I have noticed that there is definitely a shortage of staff in places, especially restaurants.
When it comes to attracting repeat customers to any vacation destination, word of mouth is everything.
There's a lot more people than there are servers, but I mean, the service has been great.
The people in Vegas has been very nice to us since we got here. So I'm very happy.
And with tourism in Las Vegas now strong following the pandemic, the need for more workers is growing. Just ask Drew Morgan with the Cosmopolitan.
Bringing it back has been challenging.
Looking to hire 150 people in the housekeeping and security departments alone.
How are you? Congratulations.
Every employer in this country is facing the same issues, but I think what sets us apart here is our brand, our culture here, really kind of show off who we are and why they can join the Cosmopolitan.
Congratulations, Mario. Take care.
Morgan says the property is busier than ever and offers are being made on the spot to qualified candidates. To stay competitive, the resort began offering something new about a year ago. Signing bonuses up to $1,500 for a housekeeping position, where the starting pay is just under $20 an hour.
At the Cosmopolitan, we like to say we want to leave our guests with stories to tell and a feeling worth returning to. And so we're looking for those types of employees who can join our company.
Back on the boulevard, Dawn Marr from Atlanta says her experience in Las Vegas has been positive.
We're seeing the signs everywhere, though, that they're asking, they need to apply. But I don't feel shortchanged in any way.
And Cheryl Desaunier from Canada agrees.
But I get it. I totally get what's been happening. So we understand. You just have to have patience, right?
Resorts may have more than a few openings to fill, but so far those back-of-house issues not stopping the flow of foot traffic.
You're standing like you would at Disneyland, but I mean, it's normal.
And if you missed today's job fair, not to worry, the Cosmopolitan is always hiring and for a wide variety of positions. We have set up a link to their website. Just go to ours, news3lv.com.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.